I think we're streaming live now.
We are streaming live. Hey, everybody, it's Steven Totillo from Kotaku. I'm joined by Chris Person.
Hey.
And we are going to be looking at some Nintendo Switch games that are not this Nintendo Switch game, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, which I'm still playing more than a month after it came out. Still discovering stuff. Still have not even gotten close to the final boss because I'm having too good a time. But I've downloaded a lot of other stuff to my Switch, and I wanted to show people some of these other games. So we've got, let's see how much time we got because we're at about half an hour. We're going to jump into Has Been Heroes.
Yeah.
And Chris, this game can get a little noisy, so let's make sure that folks can hear everything perfectly. But this Has Been Heroes from Frozen Byte. They're the people who made Trine.
Ooh.
And I'm going to go right in. This is a roguelike. So what you need to know, super difficult and very strategic, and because it's a roguelike, different every time. And we are right early into a playthrough where we're trying to go through, I think, 3 maps in order to get to a final boss. And trust me, folks, we're not going to get there. But I'm navigating with the right stick on my Nintendo Switch, and I'm going to, you see the map thing, my little icon guy? He's walking down to a shop. And we're going to see, we got 305 gold. We're going to buy some items, some spiky suspenders, which will, I don't think this guy needs the spiky. Okay, let's see, false teeth. There are like hundreds of items in this game. And so let's just get some stuff quickly. Okay, he got his thing. And we're going to move on. So this Has Been Heroes. It's a $20 game. Download only. It's also out on other platforms now, so it's not Switch only. You can get this on the PS4, I believe. You can get this on PC. And I've paused it. You can pause and unpause at any time, and you have enemies that are just rushing constantly in from the right.
And
go ahead, Chris.
Oh yeah, and then just the goal, of the stream ultimately is, to show you guys some games that you have. Maybe you're playing Zelda, but you want to mix it up a little bit. And some of these, I think Snake Pass is on other platforms as well, right?
Yeah, we'll get to Snake Pass hopefully with time, and we'll see what else we can get to. But right now I want to show you how this game works. It's you'll see in reviews, people are saying, Has Been Heroes is super difficult. The basics are, I have these enemies coming from the right for the next 1 minute and 21 seconds, and I've got these 3 people that I can attack with. The Bard, who I unlocked after a first successful playthrough, my Heavy, I don't know what class he is, but let's just say he's a Heavy, and my Rogue. And she can attack 3 times, he can attack once, and the Bard can attack twice. And we see that the incoming enemy here has 1 green stamina, so we send the Heavy at him, knock that down. He's stunned because we took down the exact right amount of stamina. We move the Rogue into that lane. We maybe give her the ability to hit double time, so we give her that spell. And then we send her in, and she gets 7 hits because we comboed on top of his hit. And that guy goes knocked back. -1 stamina, which means that he's going to continue to advance. He's no longer going to have that green block.
Yep.
We're no longer going to have to hit him with that one time in order to stun him and make him vulnerable.
Awesome.
Now, watch. I should have actually changed her out of the lane because we got a problem here. So let's see if I can throw a fireball spell at this guy. No. Oh, he died. Good.
Oh, cool.
Okay, but he froze her. So we've got 2 people frozen, which is a problem. I probably want to send the Heavy up there to stun this guy. But I want to see if I can do some combos here. So I'm going to stun him, and then I'm going to move the Bard up, which isn't going to give me a lot of attack because the Bard is not very strong.
No.
I'm going to move the Rogue in and knock off some of the HP there. And then I'm going to come in with the Bard up top. And the Bard isn't going to do much damage, but they are going to eliminate that 1 stamina block from up there. So let's do it.
Yeah. Paul Riley says, HBH is tough as hell, ha ha ha.
Oh, yes. This is extremely difficult. I played this game for like 10 hours, and I think I've only cleared it successfully once so far.
It reminds me a little bit of Darkest Dungeon in terms of like layout, even though I know it's not the same at all.
Yeah, there's a lot of Darkest Dungeon vibe to it. I got that as well when I was playing. And I can't remember what the battles... There was that Ubisoft RPG. What was it? Kind of pretty... People in the chat are going to remember.
I Am Setsuna? No, that wasn't Ubisoft now.
But I want to say it's like I Am Setsuna. And I feel like it also involves sort of like this like onslaught of progression and you having to sort of deal with that. In that case, I think more rhythmically.
And if anyone in the chat has any questions or comments, we are streaming this live, so let us know.
Yeah, so okay, let's hit him. Get that, and then hit the water spell up top. And we're going to have a problem down there because that guy has 4 stamina. What we could do is double the Bard's attack and then send her out to attack this guy. So even though... So that was kind of a blunder there because she hits the guy with the 2 stamina.
Yeah.
But since she has 3 hits, it doesn't knock his stamina down, so he doesn't lose 1 stamina. But I did that because I wanted to be able to change lanes, so I could get the heavy up, the bard down. The bard's going to hit for 4, and so the bard's going to hit this guy with the red orb, whoever the hell he is.
By the way, before we get in, Daniel says Child of Light.
That's it.
Child of Light.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
And now this guy, who's the toughest enemy on the map right now, is now down to just 3 stamina. Let's move her down there because she's going to hit with 3 when she recharges. And by the way, my heavy here, he's going to hit in reverse when he comes back. The game explains almost none of this, and this is one of the things that reviewers have complained about, is that Has Been Heroes really just leaves you to fend for yourself.
Yep. Just a reminder, Has Been Heroes is what we're playing right now. We're going to be playing some other games as well.
Yeah, I'm going to go through 1 or 2 boards of this before we move on to the next game. Maybe even just this one board. But I wanted to give people a flavor of some games other than Zelda on Nintendo Switch. This Fire Spell is going to knock him out, but I want to actually get a better attacker into position for that. So let's do that.
I haven't been playing this game at all. Are the characters in the background who you're protecting?
Oh, there's a really corny, weak story to this. So the reason you're the Has Been Heroes is because you used to be these, like, great warriors in this kingdom, and you've retired, but the king says, can you do one last mission, and it's to take my daughters to school. So they're like princesses, and there's this thing where, and I don't understand really how it works, but they're like charging up these like orbs there, and then that gives you free spells. But
so it's Fat Princess 2, Back to School.
Wasn't there a Fat Princess?
Oh, I forgot. I don't know. I like Fat Princess.
I guess I have no attacks on anybody right now, so we're gonna see if we can clear this board at least. Which is like 33 seconds to go, but it's like 33 seconds in like NFL football time, which can be like, you know, a long time. But we did knock him down from 3 to 2 stamina there, and we're going to hit this guy with this. Set the double spell on our rogue.
Mark says, Switch has more than one game, considering recent media coverage I'd have never known. I mean, you know, it's getting there, you know.
It's a system that just launched, and every system that launches. I mean, PS4 people love now, but you guys remember the days of Resogun, Knack, and... I mean, we all love Horizon Zero Dawn, but what was Guerrilla's first game? Killzone something or other? I don't remember what Killzone was.
Or just like, what was it? I mean, even Dreamcast. Actually, Dreamcast had a great launch. But even that was like Sonic Adventure and Ready to Rumble are the ones I remember from that.
Blue Stinger?
Blue Stinger, I think maybe, yeah.
Okay, so Has Been Heroes would be us continuing to go through this, randomly coming across different places to get spells and items and loot. And if you back out, or if I back out for you guys, not that far backed out.
A lot of the people in chat who've played it, that there's a couple of people saying, oh, this is a boring kiddies game. And it's like, no, it seems pretty actually complicated.
Look at that. I'm sorry to say. Look at this pathetic stat rate line here. Almost 10 hours played, and I've only won it once and lost 45 times.
Jeez.
Let's get off that screen right now.
You're a recent dad, that's why. But the thing about it is, I think, the people who have played it really like it, but think it's really hard.
Yeah, it's really hard, and the thing that's really punishing is the boss battles, where if a single one of your party die, you're completely wiped, and you start over. And while dying in this roguelike does at least allow you to have unlocked new items, you don't actually come back any more powerful. The only time you come back more powerful is if you have... if you've unlocked a new character. Yeah. We're moving to another game. Snake Pass.
Snake Pass
is by Sumo Digital. I don't know if that was the official theme song, but I'm sure they would take it.
Yeah.
$20. This game is also on other platforms, but it's something to play on your Switch.
I love the way that Snake passes. It's a pretty...
What?
No, I don't know. It's a pretty self-explanatory game.
Yeah. You play as a snake, and you pass through things.
Yeah.
You're going to see, basically, we're in a little bit of a mini revival of 3D platformers. So you have Yooka-Laylee that just came out on a bunch of platforms. Didn't get the best reviews, including from us, but it is definitely pushing that nostalgia button for the Banjo-Kazooies and other 3D platformers of the N64 era. And you're going to get some of that from Snake Pass as well. So we're going to go to my current game of this. Now, this one is another game that I hate to say it, but I've been struggling with. The controls are weird. But I thought it was worth showing you because, well, I don't think you've seen a game where you play as a snake before, and Metal Gear does not count. That was my joke. You're laughing? You should laugh, right?
Sorry.
Snake?
Nope. Snake? No.
Snake.
Snake.
No, you're playing a snake. See?
Yeah.
But a snake.
Yeah.
Not a solid.
I got you. I got the joke.
So Snake Pass. Yeah. Oh, maybe I should have done this level because there's a lot of chitter chatter. And do we really care about the story of a 3D platformer?
What if it has a really good story? What if it's like this is the new Nier? Everyone's just like, no, it's really good.
If anybody knows of a 3D platformer that has a great plot, storyline, please tell us in chat. I don't know if there is one.
Yeah.
Does Catherine count as a 3D platformer?
I think that's more of a puzzle game.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a puzzle game with bizarre elements to it, but I guess it could be a platformer, sure. Yeah, Catherine.
So maybe it's almost more like racing game controls in that I'm holding down the right trigger in order to move the snake forward. And then he goes faster if I kind of swish left and right here like this. And I can press A button to lift my head, which is going to help me climb. And in this very first level, that's about all I can do. But I wanted to show you guys the basics.
Yeah.
So if I want to, with analog control, I can kind of wrap my way around things.
This is like kind of texturally troubling. I mean, I guess the way a snake actually is.
Yeah, a lot of people do have trouble, like, kind of like they're freaked out by the movement of snake. It's kind of disturbing to them.
I guess that is, if you mimic that, it is successful.
Yeah. But I don't know how much you can sort of get this from watching me play, but it is a little bit weird to control because you don't have that grounding of, okay, my character has a kind of a small base, and so now I'm standing on a platform, and I'm not, and I can kind of jump from here. There's not jumping, at least not in the 5 or 6 levels that I've played of this game so far. And instead, it's much more about, can I keep the mass of my body under control in the right position without sort of sliding off?
I saw a GIF, and maybe this is a spoil. I don't know if this is a Snake Pass spoiler for the Snake Pass purists out there.
Oh man.
But it was the hummingbird lifting him up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
we can do that.
And then dropping him unceremoniously.
Maybe they haven't. Yeah, here it is. Hummingbird lift right there. I don't know that. Yeah, press Y again if you want me to let go. So this makes it like a little bit easier. I'm not sure what the actual strategy is there.
I think it's kind of like a really weak glide that mainly drops you off a cliff.
I think they say it just makes it easier. I don't know. Anyway, Mr. Snake here can leave. So yeah, this is a Snake Pass. I'll give you another level of it, but it's
Please no steppy.
$20 game on the Nintendo Switch with tricky controls. So we're gonna move to Soggy's Realm, and we're gonna go into this level.
This is it former Rare People? I'm spacing on this. Do you know?
I don't think so.
Okay.
It's Sumo Digital. I don't think that's former Rare People. They did like the Sonic kart racing games, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm not as versed on Snake Pass as I am, say, Persona. I like the music.
Yeah. Well, unlike Persona, I don't think we're gonna get sued if we stream Snake Pass. So
we will not be. Snake
well,
Pass streaming has been blocked for this area.
Music-wise, I believe actually it is David Wise, who was one of the
Rare People.
Yeah,
right?
one of the Rare People.
That's what I was thinking of. Yeah.
So there is swimming, of course. There's underwater levels.
Someone earlier said like Jack and Dexter, and it's like, yeah, it is that school of.
Wait, where am I going?
PS2 and 64. You know, the old kind of platformers that kind of went away a little bit. I think Knack is the one I'm thinking of last that kind of mimicked this aesthetic.
Oh, this is just a bonus coin. Okay, great. Got a bonus coin, but where am I going?
Oh, they changed the instrumentation. Oh, I guess not.
Where am I going? I don't even know where. This is where I came from? I'm already lost. The camera is not the best in this game. I have trouble figuring out. Oh, I want to go up here, I guess. Okay, let's do this. So, yeah, you can finally play a game where you control a snake.
Yeah.
And because it's on the Nintendo Switch, you can do this on the go or on a TV. And it's, you know.
If anyone has Snake Pass questions, we're here in chat.
We're not already being inundated with Snake Pass questions?
There is some debate as to about the exclusivity of Snake Pass.
Oh,
people are
it's
getting
not
to
exclusive.
Snake Pass. It's not exclusive. No.
Yeah, we said that.
Yeah, I know.
We had that in.
Look, we know. I think people are getting to the arguments in chat.
Yeah, the games that I'm showing you guys here are just games that are like that you can play them on other platforms, but I happen to be playing them on the Switch.
Yeah.
And I thought that's where it would be interesting to show folks.
It's like you can play Snake Pass. Look, you can play Snake Pass on a myriad of platforms, but sometimes you want to play it to go.
Yeah, you want to get your snake on. And
you want to get
like,
yeah. You said that, not me.
What else? Oh man, yeah.
Is this one of those like the horse from Shadow of the Colossus things where like the clunkiness of the snake is itself?
Come on, snake.
Ah, don't you see? That's the whole point. Mimics the clunkiness of a snake.
Oh yes. Do I? Oh, this was. It's all just to get that thing. I don't even need that thing.
Yeah.
Oh, Oh, great! Rotating platforms. Just what we need. So this, folks, I can tell when I should quit.
Yeah.
This is Snake Pass, everybody. Control a snake for $20 on the Switch and on other platforms as well. Let's move on. Let's move on in our magical tour.
Devin chimes in. I honestly love this game. It's frustrating as hell, but only
Yes.
when I can't snack well. Such a unique platformer.
Yes.
Thanks.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
why I was interested in it. I saw it
Yeah.
first on the PlayStation blog a couple months ago, and I'm like, whoa, a 3D platform where I
Yeah.
can play as a snake. Like,
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
I
yeah,
wanna
why
try
not?
that.
Yeah, give it a shot.
I've been accused of having a novelty bias. I like to try new things. Oh, so this one, I have to play like a Wii game. So this is Human Resource Management, in case you couldn't figure that out. Okay. So is it like I press a button?
Yeah.
And then I have detached the Switch Joy-Con from the shell. I'm placing it on a flat surface.
Yeah. Someone actually compared Snake Pass a little bit to Octodad.
Okay. All right. So Human Resource Management was on the Wii U, and it's from Tomorrow Corporation, and they also made World of Goo, and they made something else, and then Human Resource Management. Oh, Little Inferno, which was a good game. So I'm going to show you the basics of this. This is one of those games that may make you also think of stuff like any like sort of rudimentary programming kind of game. So
Okay.
this is basically like learning a programming language, drawing like the Zachtronics kinds of games, like
Okay.
Space Cam and stuff like that.
Okay.
So in this case, dude's got to bring stuff from the left to the right. So
Okay.
we're being taught the basics here. So what should his programming code be? Grab something from the inbox, bring it to the outbox, and if we say go ahead and do that, he'll do that. He'll get it from the inbox. He'll bring it to the outbox. But there's a problem because he only did that for one thing. So we go back, we debug, and we actually go inbox again, outbox again, inbox again, outbox again. And this is the very first level, so they keep it
Yep.
very simple. We can speed it up. Boom, boom, boom. Here we
It
go.
reminds me a little bit of art-wise of, I guess, Little Inferno, obviously, but Binding of
Yeah,
Isaac, sort of, you know.
Yeah. So I've gotten far enough in the game where they give you these other challenges where can you do it in as few commands possible? Can you do it? You can see there for yourself. So let's move ahead. Again, I'm using the Joy-Con, the Switch Joy-Con, as like a Wii Remote kind of thing.
Yeah.
And
We don't have cameras on here. You can't see it, unfortunately.
just close your eyes and imagine. Although
Yeah.
close your eyes, you can't watch this.
Yeah,
Let's go
so
to the
just
tripler
imagine.
room. Let's go to the tripler room here and see.
Okay.
I haven't done this level before. This is year 8 of our job in human resource management. Who are you? Oh no, we're gonna suck at this.
Yeah, no, you decided a super late level that you didn't know live on Facebook, so...
I want to say 100%. Okay, from this part on, your performance will be evaluated with extra scrutiny. Okay, for each thing in the inbox, triple it and outbox the result. Okay, so that means grab a thing from the inbox, copy it to position 0, right? Okay. And then add, I think, and then add again, and then take it to the outbox. This is going to be wrong, but we'll learn
Yeah,
from this.
we'll at least see what the hell this
and then
does.
we'll jump, and we'll loop. Okay, let's see what happens. He grabs, goes to 0. Oh, he adds. He triples. He brings it over. Wait a minute. Chris, I think I got it on the first try. He triples.
Huh, okay.
Boom. Got it. Tripler room. Solved in one go.
Wow, okay, congrats. I was
Human-
not expecting you to do that.
I didn't know I had it in me.
Yeah, okay.
I guess I should be a programmer.
Or not, you know, either way.
Or I should be
Or
a
you should just
person-
play this game. It's
I should
it's
be a person who moves things shuffles the paperwork
Just
from
does-
one place
yeah.
to the other. This is human resource management, which is $10. $10.
Yeah.
I think it has come to our attention that the 0 hours community. Oh yes, in the previous level, I had to not move zeros to the outbox.
Okay.
Apparently the 0 community is upset about that.
Okay. It's okay to be sensitive about the 0 community, I guess.
Oh, it's a little weird. Send only the zeros to the outbox. Okay, so if I take something from the inbox,
Yeah?
if it is, and then if it, assuming it's the 9, what would I want to do with the 9? I would want to copy it to 0 position, and then I would want to jump to the top and repeat. But if it was a 0, After taking it from the inbox, I would go and jump down here.
Okay.
Because then I would take it to the outbox.
This is a game made by programmers.
And then I would jump back to the start, right? Is everybody
Sure.
with me?
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's try that
Right,
out.
this. So wait, he takes the 9. He's gonna put it in the 0 spot. He doesn't want it. He just wants to take the 0. Oh, jumps down to the outbox, moves it over there. Weird, folks. I don't want to toot my own horn here, but I'm just nailing these levels. I'm nailing these levels left and right. I was struggling with Has Been Heroes. I was struggling with Snake Pass, but
Yep.
clearly, when it's time for a game of logic, this is
Yep.
the game. Is anybody on the chat having experience with human resource management? Anybody into this game? Are they caring? I know this is like not the kind.
I think a lot of people are just sort of
Amazed.
angry that they're. And there's one person who's angry that about multi-platform, that these are multi-platform games. But it's just like we're giving you a look into what you can play with the Switch if you just run out of stuff.
So grumpy people. Come on. Let's see. So sub hallway for each 2 things in the inbox. First, subtract the first from the second. Oh my God! And put the result in the outbox, and then subtract the second. Holy cow! No, sorry.
Yeah. Sorry.
I think that one might be beyond our abilities.
That
today.
I think is a good place to wrap up anyway.
Yeah. Well, that was a weird way to end our stream, but we've got Split Screen's own Jason Schreier in the recording room, ready to record another episode of our Kotaku podcast, and he's got stuff to do right at 4 p.m. Eastern. So today we looked at Human Resource Machine, a fun game that's more of a logic programming game for $10. We looked at Snake Pass, which is a 3D platformer where you're kind of hard to control, but $20. And Has Been Heroes, which is also $20 and is a super hard roguelike that I've been playing for 10 hours despite only beating once because there's something about the fundamental system there that I'm really into, and I'm like, I can just get a little better at it.
All of these games are kind of like hard in their own weird ways, in like very specific ways.
Yes.
Yeah.
Challenging your brains or your thumbs or your luck.
Mm-hmm.
In the future, maybe we'll look at Lego City Undercover. But really, I mean, there's not a ton of games out for the Nintendo Switch yet, and we wanted to show you a couple more that we're playing. You can look for them on other platforms as well, and you can look for more streams from Kotaku in the future. Bye, everyone.
Thanks.